Hello, in the new video of Dynasty War. Today we are going to talk about a new update, well, the newest update, which allows you to build the Royal Shrine. So what is the Royal Shrine? Actually, the Royal Shrine is pretty cheap. It only takes 2 hours to make. I don't actually know when does this get unlocked, what level you have to get or what headquarter level you have to get to until you can get this. But I could get it, and you can get your Lord. So Lord is the new game mechanic in this game that will probably not apply to most people because we are just not strong enough to use these. We just don't have enough resource to play this new mechanic. Even in my main account, I'm having trouble doing these stuff. So anyways, in this account, I'm going to pick the fan hero, which is the Astrologian. Nice name. Well, anyways, you have 3 lords you can pick, as you can see on the right. Basically, you have a fan hero, a sword hero, and then an archer hero, warrior and sharpshooter. I picked a warrior and a sharpshooter in my main account. You can also pick the guy or girl. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna pick a guy in here. And on the left, you see the very classic stat screen, the stat distribution, which I think you can just ignore because it doesn't tell you that much information. But what's more important is on the bottom left, you get to see the skill, what type of skill it is. Now in here, it doesn't tell you how much damage they do, it just tell you what it is. Each lord has a passive and active skill, and I'm just going to create this one right now. Now you could change them at a later date with some resource, and I think you probably have to buy it with ingots, or maybe it costs a lot, and it probably will erase all your upgrade, so I don't suggest doing that. So make sure you pick the right one, and then you're going to be taught in this tutorial to make your equipment, craft your equipment. Now my crafting recipe will be different than yours depending on which hero you pick. So after you make your equipment, it's going to show you how to enhance it. To enhance an equipment, you have to feed equipment to that equipment, okay? And you also have to put grains to do this. Now you get this, I get from level 1 to level 2. So basically, the tutorial of this kind of stop already. So I can equip this. You have to make sure you equip them on both offense and defense because it does matter. There are sets in this game, the equipment, and they will give you different bonus depending if you're going offense or defense. So we will look at that. Actually, we're going to look at it right now. So in here, there's 8 sets of equipment. Okay, each set, you're going to have the weapon, headgear, armor, footwear, ring, and a bracelet. Okay, so you have 7 equipment and 6 6 equipment, and they will give you different bonus if you can equip the same set. So we just got the Volt set, and what it does is right here, it shows you the recipe of getting a Volt weapon. You need to use the ruby and then the golden powder, and you can make this weapon. Now we got a purple weapon earlier because probably by default they will give you at least a purple tier. So, but our weapon was 1 star and level 2. I guess if you're in the color tier, you can upgrade your weapon to level 20 and 4 star. That's the maximum level you can get to. So what you want to do is you want to try out different recipe so that you can unlock other recipe and you can get different gear if that's what you want. Now if you click on it, it tells you the strongest attribute that this thing can have. It can have 178 damage and then 6 to 10 initial rage or fury. That's pretty good. That's like our treasure for heroes. And then the set bonus is the one on the bottom. It tells you if you have 2 out of 4 or 4 out of 4, then you can get some stuff for your passive skill or active skill. So this set actually bumps up your passive skill. I think the Jupiter Vortex. I think that's the passive skill. And then on the bottom, you can also pick to see the other lords as well. So if you can figure out what recipe to do, probably, I mean, you don't have to figure out. Once people start doing it, the recipe will be out there. You can share the recipe, and you can pick, you know, let's say you want this set skill, then you try to get a very good weapon for this. And maybe, hey, actually, this one, oh yeah, maybe you try to get a good weapon for this, and then get the armor for this when you know the recipe. So knowing the recipe will be very great for making the own set. So after that, you will then have this extra thing is your mine, the mining cave. So in mining cave, you collect this every day, I believe. I think it's a daily thing. You get basically the resource you need to make your equipment. Now that you have done all these steps in your quest, you will be awarded some stuff, which I am just going to grab all of them right now. Okay, what is there? Okay. I keep jumping around. So that's all I can collect right now. And what I collected is actually just the basic equipment. You get to equip these really garbage one, but you still, I guess you still want it for now. I'm not gonna put on defense. I don't really get attacked in this account. Anyways, so now you get these really bad gear. It does bump up his damage and HP a little bit, but what's next is in this main page, the status page, you get to pick your skill. So you get to pick active or passive. That's only for offense, because on defense it's always passive by default. So if you want to use active, then you use active. If you want to use passive, you use passive. So what I would suggest is, if you don't have a lot of resource, you probably want to start with passive, because you do have to level them up. And if you level up the passive, you can use it on offense and defense. So you get a pretty good deal from that. But before we try to level up the skill, this is where you upgrade the level. As you can see, my Lord right now is only level 1 out of 30. Now you gotta give him War Scrolls to level him up just like any other hero. Now I only have 1400. I don't think I'm going to have enough to level him to max. His max level is level 70. In fact, I can't even actually get to that point because you have tiers. Once you get up to the maximum level, you have to upgrade a tier. Now, upgrading tier requires you to have Jade. Soul Jade of every factions. And it costs a lot. As you can see, I'll show you. And on top of that, it requires your Lord's level. Actually, in this account, I'm only level 78. So I don't think I can get up to the next, the highest tier. Hopefully, I have enough War Scrolls to show you up to that point. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is kind of like a balance for players who try to cap their level for whatever reason, because they don't want to match up higher players and they don't level up their stuff. Now they will be at a little bit of disadvantage because they cannot unlock the Lord. But honestly, I think at level 80 you can unlock everything, so it's not really too big of obstacles to break. It's just a way to basically milk your resource. You need to use a lot of Jade. So if you're upgrading Awakening skill, you probably are not going to have enough. Let me calculate to see how much you actually need. You need 65 of each fashions to upgrade to the highest tier. As you can see, I am still doing this. And how much War Scrolls do I have? Oh no, I don't think I can even reach level 60. Yep. In that case, I'm not gonna upgrade it anymore because I don't want to spend so much War Scrolls on him. Yeah. You can still bring him out on your regular battle to accumulate experience, but yep. I'm just gonna leave it like that right now because I don't have enough War Scroll. So you go to the skill tab, it will show you, well, you just upgrade the skill just like how you would, but now you have 2 skills to upgrade. And how do you upgrade? Well, basically you treat your Lord as a 7-star. Do I have any 7 stars? No. But as you can see, if you feed a 5-star to it, it's 30%. If it's 6 stars, 50%. If you give them a 7-star, it's 100%. It costs the same thing as a 7-star. So your Lord is basically a 7-star hero. I mean, you know how to enhance hero. On the bottom left, you have switch class. Then it requires this this resource, and then you can change to a different class, different lord. But this is basically the simple part of the thing. The other part of the mining is, well, you have a new resource. Obviously, I said, well, you have to collect your resource every day. And then there's a new mining shop with a new resource, which is the Triumph. And you can use ingots or Triumph to purchase things in that shop. I'll talk about that in just a moment, but let us search an enemy. And guess what? We're actually going to attack someone. Can I even do anything in this account? I have like 3 hero. Technically, I only have 2 hero. This is going to be difficult. But let's try, because there is a lower level one, which is level 70. And we are going to have our Lord to fight with us. And hopefully we can win. Because these battles is similar to Warlord Tour. There is a limited amount of battles you play. But instead of just rewarding you chests that you have to rank against other people, you actually have to do pretty well in here. So this is similar to World Tour because you don't actually use your own troops. You don't have to, I guess you don't waste your troops. That's what I meant to say. You do have to use your own troops, and you can use your alliance camp. You can use everything. I haven't used all my stuff before, but I don't think it will use your alliance camp. I don't think it will use your trick as well, so you can just spam everything. And what I was going to say, your progress, your result actually matters. Getting 2 flag and 3 flag, maybe 1 flag or 0 flag actually does matter in how much resource, how much point you get. Now, I don't think the percentage matter because I don't think they really designed to that in depth. But what I know is the flag number does matter in how much resource you get. And what are these resources? Now, I'm going to talk about it. You get the flamey stuff there, and then the Triumph, and then some experience. What are those for? Before I talk about that, I actually want to do one more battle because you can only do 2 battles per day. And you, similarly to World Tour, you can purchase chances. But it seems like you can only purchase a maximum of 3 chances, and it starts with 50, and I'm guessing after the first time it goes up probably to like 100 and 200. But because there is only 5 targets you can attack, if you don't feel like you can beat them, you probably don't want to fight them. But I'm just going to pick the next lowest level to try to at least get some flags. I don't know if there's any balancing. Probably not, because at my 115, 116 level account, I find like a level 60 something, which was ridiculous. Even this one, I find like a level 70, but it turns out that was an inactive and a very funny base. I mean, this one is a funny base too. Like, who put their base like this? Maybe I don't know if these are real character, like real players, real people, or they're just computer generated base. It could be a big possibility that these are just computer generated because it's the beginning of a new system. They probably don't want to mess up too much. I don't know, but let's find our Lord and see what he can do. Where is he? Okay, right there. I think it's a cooldown of 15 seconds, right? Yep, probably. Can't even see the whole thing in here. Where is his skill? Do you see his skill? I don't see his skill. Okay, well, I guess we have to wait again and see. Well, I have too many passive heroes right here. The other 3 that are currently alive are passive. So, right here. The tornado. Yeah, pretty bad. I think it do a couple hundred damage every half a second, and the tornado lasts for 5 seconds. So it's not going to be extremely strong. But I like attacking these bases. It makes me feel like I am really good. But oh, look, it's actually doing something this time. Is it really good? I mean, if you guys picked your Lord yet, the fan hero, which is the one that I have right here, I don't really like his skill. I gotta say. The best one I think is the Archer Hero, but I tried the Archer Hero on one of my main account, and then I tried the Melee Hero in my other account. Just because it seems like they fit. I think the Fan Hero could be very strong too, but I'm not sure. And I probably will not figure out myself because I'm not going to upgrade it. Now, the next thing is these Flame, which is the moral point. You accumulate them every battle, and every 2 battles you can pick and activate a moral status. And there is a list of them, but 3 are chosen randomly for you to pick. So you can pick to see which one you want. Actually, I am going to get damage. And you can see right here the moral boost. You can see how much you're getting boost. So what do these affect? These only affect the battles you do in the mining cave. It doesn't affect your actual gameplay. And the experience that you get here, you can see on the left is 200. So the more experience you get, the higher level your mine is, the more resource you can produce every day. And you collect those to help you make your craft your equipment. Again, same thing here. You can use your resource, which is the Triumph, to purchase things. Purchase either using the Triumph or ingots. And I believe you can purchase everything with either resources. Yes, it seems like it should be. But I'm going to use it to purchase these Mystrial, whatever this word is, because you need this specific rock to craft any equipment. So it's important to stock those up as soon as possible. So the next thing to remind you is that the very last rule in here, each cycle ends, which is horrible grammar. All mining cave experience, mining cave level, moral points, and moral states, you mean status? Okay, spelling error, will reset, but triumph point will not reset. So basically, everything will be reset every week. So this is like a weekly thing, and you can't keep them. You can only keep your triumph point, which is the only resource you get. It's like a new currency, basically, to use in the shop. So you don't have to rush, because you can't rush every week it resets. So you might never reach the royal mine, and every week you have to start at the peasant mine. But let me just take a minute and complain about how can this game still have so many grammar and spelling mistakes after like is it close to a year of playing? Anyways, basically that's how you do it, and you need to do both of these, the mining stuff and then the crafting stuff, and then you look at your lord stuff. So as you can see, I don't have enough resource to do anything. Once you have enough, you can pick a different resource, pick a different recipe, then you can make a different equipment. And as you can see in the middle, you do need this Mystrial. I mean, this word might not be even be a real word. Maybe it's misspelled. I don't even know what this word is. I've never seen it in any game. Anyways, on the bottom it tells you different material sequence and position determine the crafting outcome. Okay, so that's what I meant by the recipe. And you can read all the sets of equipment and see what you want. And obviously this update did not just update the Lord. It also introduced 6 more transcending hero, but obviously that's old stuff already. They should have completed that whole transcend stuff before they add a new mechanic in it. But however, they somehow decided to all of a sudden put in the Lord mechanic in here because whatever reason. Anyways, gameplay will be much different right now, especially you have a new hero on offense, on defense. You need the extra space to put this hero, and they could be extremely powerful. However, I think I didn't point out one thing. You can see even at level 55, their HP and DPS is very, very, very low. The only reason, well, not the only reason, the reason to that is because you need equipment. The only way to bump that up even after level 70 is to make sure you have really good equipment, because equipment can be high tier. You have the 3 different tier, and then the star level, and then the actual level. So you need to invest in the equipment to make your equipment really, really strong, so that your heroes is strong. Their auto attack is strong, their health is strong. Other than that, it's just their skill. And one weird thing is there is an illustration here. It seems like, I don't know what this is for. It's weird. And there's this avatar here, which is basically like your skin. Like you can have like a fancy dress for your hero. I'm not entirely sure how you get this, but it seems like you get more bonus, and there will be new sets coming out. Just a bunch of equipment and equipment and equipment and sets and sets and sets and extra bonus. Anyways, this is it for this video. Let me know which lord you pick, and have you already perfected your lord? You have leveled him up to level 70 and 15 out of 15 for both skill, and you have tons of equipment already. Let me know what your progress and what you think about the lord, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.